You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard some things about some people that came to the prison while you were in there, like Robert Kraft and Kevin Hart. And so, tell us about that story, right? Like, were you there for that? How'd that go?
That was crazy. That was crazy. So we all on the block, and I'm at Meek Cell.
Make sure I know who Robert Kraft. Not to know who Robert Kraft is too.
Yeah, Robert Kraft is a part owner of the Sixers.
Mm-hmm. No, Robert Kraft is the Patriots.
No, it wasn't the Patriots, but it wasn't. So it wasn't Robert Kraft.
Michael
Mike
Rubin.
Yeah,
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, but Robert Kraft came up to see him also.
Right.
Damn.
Yeah.
Robert Kraft came up.
Robert Kraft, Michael Rubin, and Kevin Hart.
Yeah,
Came to the prison to see.
But they see Robert Kraft came and seen him in the visitor room, but Mike Rubin and Kevin Hart came on the unit.
On the block.
Right, everybody out. Right. So I'm in front of Meek Cell, and Meek Cell was right in front of the door that comes on the block. So I'm talking to him, my back turned. So he was like, "Look, turn around. You ain't gonna believe this." So I turn around, I see low ass Kevin Hart. He right? I see him, and I see Mike Rubin. So they come over to a cell, all the lieutenants, and we walk over to the cell. So Mike come over. I knew him from coming in the visitor room. He was coming to see Meek every week.
Damn.
Man, Mike Rubin was coming up every week.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Every week. This is a billionaire. He worth $50
Just
billion.
chopping it up. What was happening?
Supporting him. Because Mike Rubin he really never seen that level of injustice. So he went in the courtroom with me the day that he got sentenced to 2 years. So he was telling me, "No, you coming home. You ain't got to worry. They're not going to give you no 2 years." So when that happened to him, that activated him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was him behind the push to get Meek out of prison.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And it's not just like the regular. I looked him up. You know what I mean? And he didn't just become a billionaire. That's why I banged with him too. Not just the fact that he helping my man out, but also he grind for
Hustle the sneakers.
He
and all
hustled.
that. Yeah.
And he created a business, took his bar mitzvah money.
Yeah.
Right. Created a business, built it up, and then sold it for $2 billion. You know what I mean?
Out his garage.
Yeah.
Yeah. He definitely
You know what I
did.
mean?
He wasn't born into money.
But more importantly, once he seen that level of injustice, right, he wasn't familiar with our culture, right? So when he seen that lynching,
Yeah.
he put his words, he put his actions behind his words.
Yeah.
And he been moving out ever since.
Mm.
You know what I mean? But yeah, they came on the block and they came over to the cell. I seen Mike hug Mike, shook Kevin Hart hand. You know, he's a comedian, so he's like, "God damn, boy, you shook both my hands." And this boy was like this big.
Right.
Right? And but as soon as he came over, and I just shook his hand regular. I was a little husky then. I was a little husky. So he went in his cell. He went in his cell and everything.
Damn.
Right? Yeah, went in his cell. And yeah, it was crazy, man.
Impactful.
Yeah, it was crazy. They came on the unit. Yeah.
That's heavy.
So you go from being. Let me tell y'all something real quick. Like, I love my life, right? This man did 30 years in prison. So I don't know if you want to trade your life for his, but let's check this out. He did 30 years in prison. Wake up one day, he sees Meek Mills, big relationship, name's friends with a millionaire. He comes home, waving out, works for the lawyer that got him out. Crazy. And then he's in Ghana. Then he's in Dubai. Like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, let us know the Ghana situation first. Let's go.
Did you? I just heard. You tell me if it's true. You saved Meek in Ghana. What happened? I mean, almost died. What happened?
Before you tell them what happened, let them know how I feel even just to be even going for 30 years to get on the plane to go.
That transition.
That's heavy.
Yeah, for me it was extra special because one of the things that there's a black man that you go through when you're going from a nigga to God, right? It's a powerful book from niggas to guys, right?
Part 1 and part 2.
Part 1, both of them powerful books. And when you go through that transformation, you become reacculturated, and you develop a strong love for Mother Africa,
Right.
right? And me could tell you, like I told him that we was going to Africa. You know, he always tell that story because he thought I was crazy when he really first sat down and talked to me like 3 days after we met. And he was like, "You got a life, and you a lifer, ain't you? You talking about you gonna do?" Because I'm like, "Look, when we get out there, we gonna do this, that, and the other." He's like, "You a lifer, ain't you?" I'm like, "No, I'm not no lifer."
Right.
He's like, "Don't you got a life?" I said, "Yeah, but I'm not no lifer. If I'm a lifer, that means I'm gonna live like a lifer. That means I'm gonna die in jail.
Right.
That shit ain't gonna happen."
Right. Strong mind.
So
Strong mind.
then I told him, I said, "We're gonna go to Africa." So he always tell that story. But Yeah, so we go over there, and for me it was extra special because again, just becoming culturally inclined again to knowledge of self, and you understand, you know, who we are as a people. You know what I mean? Who I am as a black man, and the potential that come with that, right? It was like, as soon as I entered the airspace of Africa, I was like, I felt it. I felt the energy of the ancestors, you know, the whole nine. And but keep this in mind. See, Meek is like, he a renegade. So I'm over there also spearheading his security, right? So once I get there, you know, we could have got him away from all the fans. He had thousands and thousands of fans. They love him over there, like he a god, right? So they got a big bike life over there, and so when we get to the hotel, it was around probably like 5,000 bikers. It's like 3 a.m. in Ghana. We get to the hotel, so we could have snuck him in the side. So they all the bikers around, they waiting for him to come in that way. So we could have snuck him in the side. So as soon as he seen all his fans with the Dream Chasers gear on, he'd be like, yo, and then jump right in the middle of them.
Wait, tell the DC chain made out of. Tell them.
So they had, you know, it's heavy poverty over there, right? So, you know, they take what they get, whatever they can get to make the jewelry and all that. So I seen some DC chains made out of aluminum foil and everything, right? But they love it. I'm talking about tears in the eyes, and literally thousands. So for somebody to know security, for the principal, the person that you securing, to dive in the middle of that, even though it's love, you
what
know
that do to you?
Yeah, for me, I'm looking for the threat.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I told him that later on because me and him had like a little situation before when he was in the van. He wanted to get out the van, but we in the middle of like 1,000 fans that love him to death. So they trying to get in. I'm telling him, don't get out. So they telling him, come on, get on the bike. I'm like, he tried to get out. I grip him up. You know what I mean? We tussling in the van. Then he wound up getting out. And when he got out, I got out. He jumped on the bike. And as he was trying to drive, it was like a ditch, a 10-foot ditch. And he pressing him, he damn near falling in the ditch. And I'm going to get y'all that footage of that. So I got the footage of that. And so I pulls him out the ditch, grabbed the bike. There's around 1,000 Africans in front of us. So I clear a path for him, push the bike. But here's the beauty about it. I get him out the mix. He drive like maybe 10 feet. And I'm holding him back. I'm holding the Africans back. He stopped and looked back like, Reef, get on. Stopped the bike, then back the bike. I'm like, no, go. So he back up. I kick the bike. He drive off. I wound up getting lost. But he almost fell down in his ditch. But did I save his life? I probably saved his life. He probably saved my life. It was just like if somebody coming here right now, a threat coming here. You know, we gonna make sure we good. It was one of them situations. Wow. But let me say this too. The first night there, right? Once he seen all them in front of the hotel, he jumped right in the middle of them. Right? Y'all probably seen some of the footage of that. So they give him gloves, they give him a helmet, give him a bike. He jump on a bike and lead a procession of Africans through Ghana, 3 in the morning, probably like 1,000.
That's crazy.
Right, 3 in the morning. And we try to keep up, because I don't mess with the bikes. Right, I don't bang with the bikes, right?
Right.
But I'm in the truck, so we all trying to follow them. So we go all through Ghana and wind up at this club. But the love was so major, it was like, even if it was a threat there, right? Even if they would have got past us, the love that they got for them would have crushed the threat. Would have crushed it. You know what I mean? But it was a beautiful experience, man. And the whole world, you know, view him like that. Yeah. It's just over here, right? It's just over here that you know, we infected a little bit over here. We really infected, man. We like Pluto. I mean, we the farthest away from the sun. You know what I mean? We cold.
We can't love him because y'all might do it to me. We can't love him rising up, and then when he get there, he might not answer your call or your text or do something you ask to do, and then you hate him. Yeah, that's sad. You know what I mean? Like it's not personal. Yeah. Right?
No, definitely. But like you said, you know, we talking about Meek, but I'm talking about each one of us.
Right.
Got the same potential to rise with no limitations. So as we rising, just the forces that have always seen our rise as a threat is going to try to dismantle you. They're going to character assassinate you. And we just got to make sure that we don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Mm.
You know what I mean? We got to make sure that we celebrate. We don't hate, we congratulate.
Mm.
You know, because if not, we're going to be the nails that crucify our own people. It's like